Alright folks, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Lee the Evil Wizard. Welcome! And in today's video, we're going to take a look at a wireless microphone system. This is the PhenyX PTV-1. So it's time for a wireless microphone review. Full disclosure, this system was sent to me by the guys at PhenyX for the purposes of this review. Now, before we get into doing some tests and showing you what this sounds like, well, you can hear what it sounds like already. Let's see what you get in the box. To start off with, you get your receiver. On the front of the receiver, you've got two channels in there, and you've got volumes for each channel. So the A channel is for the lavalier mic and the over the ear mic, and the B channel is for the handheld mic. And there's your on-off switch. On the back of the receiver, you've got your dual aerials. You've got your power input. You've got two outputs. You've got an XLR. It doesn't come included with an XLR cable, and you get a normal jack out. It does come with a jack lead, so you can plug it into an amp or an audio interface or a mixer and get cracking straight away. Or if you've got an XLR cable, just use that. Next, you get some batteries, and so you can use both a handheld or the battery pack for the lavalier mic / over the head mic. You get a handheld mic that's got 3 buttons on it. On, off, and the middle one is mute. And then if you unscrew the bottom, that's where you put your batteries in. You can unscrew the top to expose the cap. And like I say, you get a battery pack for the lavalier mic. So you get a lavalier mic in there as well. Add an over the head mic. And the connection for the those two microphones is a mini XLR, which I think is quite good. So it's not going to get pulled out easily, and like it does with some other wireless microphone systems that I've tested out, that using a mini jack system. So at the minute, as you see, I'm using the handheld mic. Now, it's not a heavy mic. It's quite light. I mean, obviously, I've got even with the battery, obviously, I've got them in now. And it's still a reasonable weight. Yeah, there is a little bit of weight to it. So you know you've got it in there, but it's not like really heavy. Your arm's not going to get tired by using this. It is a dynamic mic, so you do need to speak directly into the top of the microphone. So if you move it about like this, you're not really going to get brilliant sound quality, unlike if you get it round this way. Now at the minute, I've got no EQ or compression on the microphone at all. We will put some post-processing on afterwards, and I will tell you when that is on. So that's what the handheld mic sounds like. Now let's move on to the over-the-head microphone. So this is the over-the-head microphone, and if you do find it's a bit loud, whether it's into DAW or whether you're going through a PA / amp, whatever, you can just move that out of the way a touch, so it's not as loud, as boomy or whatever. And that's just plugged into the battery pack here. That's just on the desk at the moment. And yeah, this is what the over-the-head microphone sounds like. So let me plug in the lavalier mic. Yeah, now I've got the lavalier mic on. As you can see, it's about chest height. I've put a lighter coloured shirt on, so you can hopefully see that there. And yeah, this is what this sounds like. So on the back of the battery pack, you have got a belt loop there, or if you've just got a pair of trousers on, you just bob it into your pocket. Let me just try this mute button. And 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Yeah, that mute seems to work perfectly well. It muted out the audio in my DAW Studio One, and yeah, this is what this sounds like I said we're still not using any post-processing. So let's do a little bit of distance testing. I will leave you here with the camera so you can see that the receiver. This will go in my back pocket and we'll take a wander around the house. So I'm in the hallway. I'm probably about 8 foot away from where I was before, and into the bathroom. Probably very reverby in here. It's a tiled bathroom. It's going to be reverby. Into the bedroom. I'm probably about 12, 15, maybe a little bit more feet away from the receiver. So let me bob downstairs, and hopefully you should still be able to hear me okay. And yeah, down at the bottom of the stairs now, walking into the living room. I am directly under the receiver at the moment, and yeah, fingers crossed you should be able to hear this okay. So let me move into the kitchen. Into the kitchen we go, and yeah, this is probably the furthest inside the house. Did anybody outside? No. Take a quick wander outside and see how far we can get there. So let's have a look. I am roughly at the bottom of my garden, and hopefully you'll still be able to pick it up from there. Don't let me bob back upstairs. So there you go. That was a quick wander around the house and down to the bottom of my garden. It's not a huge garden. I was probably 40 foot away, maybe actually probably a bit more. 50 foot, 50, yeah, perhaps about more nearer 50 feet away. Like I say, it's not a huge garden. Hopefully that sounded okay. So like I say, up to now, there's been no post processing. I may have to raise the volume up a bit in post, but I will put that up in the bottom third. So let's put some processing on. So now this is what it sounds like with some post processing on. All I've got on is some compression, a bit of EQ, second processor, second compressor, and a bit of de-essing. That is all I've got on. And yeah, let me know what you think, what this sounds like. So the price for this whole system with 3 microphones, you can only use 2 at once, but yeah, 3 microphones is $69.99, which I don't think's a bad price at all. I think that's a pretty bargain price for what you get, and I think the sound quality on it's pretty good from the testing I've done and the little bit of testing I've done, and I've just basically used similar EQ to what I would use with any of my other microphones, just adjusted it slightly just for this microphone. And battery life seems quite good on this as well. When your battery is running out, you get a little indicator, the LED or the light starts flashing red. Now, I've been recording for about, on and off for about 4.5 hours this afternoon, recording several videos, and I've not needed to change the batteries. I've been using this lavalier mic all afternoon, and it's the battery's held up quite well. That was the PhenyX PTV-1 wireless microphone system. What do I think about this thing? Does it get a wizard seal of approval, or does it get a finger of doom? Well, for me, it gets a wizard seal of approval. I say I've been testing this out now for 2 or 3 weeks. Used it in a couple of different scenarios. Like I say, I've done similar testing, walked around the house with it, and it's worked fine. Hopefully, it's worked fine on this video. There's a
Few things I do like. I like the fact it's got both a jack output and XLR outputs out there. Yes, if you want to use the XLR, you do have to buy a separate XLR cable if you don't already own one. The microphones that you use with this battery pack, it's got a mini XLR, and it's one where you've got to press the button to detach it. It's not just going to pull out like with some that I've tried out. They've just got like mini jack plugs and they just pull out easily. Really simple, easy to set up and use. You just plug it in, connect it to whichever device, whether it's your audio interface, an amplifier, a PA, a mixer, put your batteries in, and away you go. And that's another thing I like. It just uses normal AA batteries. Whenever you're going to use this, like say if you're at an event and you're going to do some speaking, or you've got speaking with other guests, all you need to do is carry some spare AA batteries. You're not having to worry about, oh God, I've got to make sure this is fully charged, or if it runs out, all you do, 2 minutes later, bosh, bang your batteries back in and you're up and running again. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments, and I'll leave a link to where you can grab hold of this for yourselves off Amazon. And if you want to grab yourself some Evil Wizard merch, there's a link to the merch store in the description. But that's all from me, folks. I will catch you in the next one. Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can follow me on social media and you can get my music online. And if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.